we're introducing something that we call reinforcement learning via code execution feedback. So taking advantage of the aspects of software and the aspects of code that you might imagine. One, it's inspectable. Two, it's runnable. And three, you have to compile or execute these things, and you can get deterministic feedback. And so what we have done is inside of our training set, we've made very, 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 very different decisions than general purpose models would make. And this is kind of goes to the heart of why a truck is different than a sedan, is we've made very different design decisions. We have included only high quality code in the model. We have cut data sources out of the initial data set because it's a very different audience that's going to use this for a very different purpose. And so this goes to the reinforcement learning side of the fence too. We care very deeply that, we'll have human feedback as well, but the reinforcement learning is going to be all about what's produced from the software side. So we've taken about 50,000 real world projects out, high quality real world projects out of the initial training data set and are using it on the reinforcement side. We've made all the Git commits executable. We have all three legs of the stool that we need. We've got the issue, it's described, in real language. We've got the code. We've got tests. We've got all of the things that we need. And we send this through a reinforcement learning platform on our model to see what it does. And we start to make our model better. We effectively are teaching our model how to code sequentially over time. And this is how you're going to experience the difference in here. It's just going to be orders of magnitude better on one. Is if you just think about this as code completion, code suggestion, it'll be better. But more than that, it's going to know more because it'll have experienced more of not just code, but software, the entirety of software. That said, there's one even further unique difference between us and how most developers in the world will experience this at some point. Because most developers in the world work inside corporations. And people who use GPT-4 today inside hobby projects or online, we're going to have a version of that as well. It'll be, Poolside, you'll be able to use it in a SaaS offering. Our platform will be out there. People can move over, Replit might want to switch to our model at some point. All these online tools might want to switch to our model at some point. But we're also going to bring our entire stack, the model, the platform, the applications to enterprises inside their environments to fine tune on their data. So all their code bases, all their knowledge repositories will be fine tuned in a way that we never see the code. We never see these things. They don't make it back to Poolside. They never make it back into our models. It's specific, it's bespoke to them. It's all for them. And we do this obviously because that's where every organization in the world is going to get the lift.
That is absolutely fascinating. I didn't know that doing the research for this episode. And wow, I mean, this has turned out to be an extremely fascinating episode. Yeah, so if listeners want to hear more about QStar, I talked about that